Happy holidays, everybody.
Merry Christmas to you all.
And a blessed new year.
Yes.
Greetings from Jubilee Theatre. And guess what, Miss Kenya?
What?
What month is this?
It is December.
And do you know what that means?
That means that you have a little under 2 weeks to what?
Make a donation,
Make a donation
to
to Jubilee Theatre.
And not just make a donation, but also have that donation able to have it written off on your taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So think about a contribution to Jubilee Theatre, not just to Jubilee Theatre, but also to your wallet and your taxes when you get ready to file. Amen?
Amen.
Now, that being the case, if you give to Jubilee Theatre, you're not just giving to Jubilee Theatre, you're giving to the program and you're giving to the development of Jubilee Theatre moving forward. So let's talk about what some of those programs are. Let's talk about education.
Education. We all love education. We all love learning. We all love that our youth are able to learn. And so with that being said, Jubilee Theatre has this education program where we're not just teaching them how to get on stage and act. We're teaching them how to run the lights, run the sound, do stage management, maybe even write something. We're teaching them the entire thing. Look out for the costumes. What costume goes with what period? What person? All of that. We're doing the entire thing because it's not just getting on the stage. It takes a whole village. They need to learn how to put a piece of wall together in order to put a show on, right?
That's right. And guess what? Our education program goes from babies all the way up to college. That being the case, guess what? We have a program that's called From Practicum to Practice that is specifically earmarked for college students. And these students get an opportunity to work with me as well as work with other professionals in the system. So that way, if they want to learn lights, sound, dramaturgy, and any other department along the way, we have a professional that works with them in being able to do so. And guess what? Those students also, we turn right around and then we hire them to be designers for lights, sound, costumes, and anything else that we need. And guess what that means? That means these students are not only graduating with their degree, but they're also graduating with professional credits along the way and paid as professionals that we're training them to be. So your dollars help us to be able to develop that program a little bit more. But for our high school and middle school and our babies along the way, we have another program where we work specifically with the ISD system, where we're working with drama teachers as well as English arts teachers, and we're bringing the students in and we're doing workshops with them. So we're calling it the Junior Producers Program. It's an opportunity for students to get analytical skills in writing and watching shows, but it helps us to reinforce what they're already learning in the classroom.
Yes.
So our contribution to Jubilee Theatre helps us to take our education program just a little bit further.
Come on now.
But that's just one program.
That's just one.
We also have New Works.
Now, did you hear about that last show we did? It was called The Voices of Donny Hathaway. Guess what that was?
New Works.
And then there was one before that. Did you catch that one? Mom's Mabley, I Got the Last Laugh. That was New Works. Then there was this other one that we did a little while ago. The Ethel Waters story, Bread and Gravy. That was New Works. And we got some more coming up this season. We got some new works, and what are those new works?
This season we got 2 brand new works coming to the table. First, we have From Test to Testimony. I'm working on that show right now as we speak. It is an adaptation of James Weldon Johnson's God's Trombones. And then in the middle of our season, we have this beautiful show that kind of tells the story of Idlewild. It is called I'll Be Damned If. And so it's not just what we do in those 8 weeks of rehearsal. For those of you that have ever developed a new work, you know, it's not what happens in rehearsal, it's the time it takes for the playwright to write and then rewrite on top of that. It's the workshops, it is giving the playwright the opportunity to hear their words read aloud several times without the pressure of, okay, this show goes up tomorrow. So it is a year-long endeavor where we work with a local playwright right here, again, local playwright right here in our own backyard to develop new works. that we can not only just say Jubilee Theatre did that, but it's an opportunity for us to develop these new works to go beyond the DFW area and maybe even one day Broadway.
Oh.
So come on, I'm planting
Come
the
on,
seed.
Broadway.
Planting the
We're
seed.
planting it.
So
There it is.
those donations help us to take those new works to the next level.
Yes.
Amen. And then we have just overall programming along the way.
You want to see new shows?
Come on.
You want to see new shows. I know you do. So that's what your donation dollars do. They help us to get new works put out there just for you.
On top of that, I want to plant this seed with you. The joy and the blessing of Jubilee Theatre, and what I get excited about every single day that I get to come to work, is every actor, every artist, every director, every designer, everybody that touches Jubilee Theatre, that touches the stage, on stage, backstage, or anywhere else, guess what? They come from right here throughout the DFW area. And that's intentional, because how can you build a community without starting at home first?
Exactly.
That was a word right there. You build at home first.
Home.
And so that's what we're doing right here at Jubilee Theatre. We're building artists up to go out into the world and do phenomenal things.
Yes.
So help us to be able to take that a little bit further so that we can develop the next Tony, Grammy, Emmy award winning artist right here. We've developed some great ones, and we're looking forward to making some more. So your donations help to make that possible. So somewhere on here, you're going to see a location, you're going to see a QR code that you can pop into Jubilee Theatre, or you can go to our website at jubileetheatre.org. I'll say that again, jubileetheatre.org. And just go right to the giving and learn more about our programs, but more importantly than being able to just get that tax write-off, take the time to invest in your local nonprofit. You know, all of us are hurting just a little bit right now, but with your help, we can hurt just a little bit less. So we thank you all so much. Be blessed. And as always, we are
Jubilee Theatre. Bye.